Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Saturday night of Shadow Whispers in the Night. Tonight we have Tracy and Ryan joining us, and we have another lady, Naomi, joining us later on.
She's right here now.
Hey,
Yes,
Naomi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? So this is a random show tonight. A random show because myself and Tracy will always do random stuff because we have not done a show in a long time together.
Okay.
Life happen and things happen, and here we are once again. And my dog is right behind me, as per usual. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah, not bad.
No, we're good.
Right, lots of us.
Always. Always. I just go with the flow. It's fine.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of like, Tracy, need I ask, how was your week?
Dead.
Dead.
Could we not? Can you, I was going to say explain, but don't.
Explain. Okay. So me, Naomi and Ryan, we was away for a weekend in York. I know, wonderful investigation.
And
Me, Ryan and Naomi was together with another lady. They was facing each other. And I've looked around at the other lady and seeing bright letters, the name James. Then I started going on about, I think I've been sick. I feel poisoned. Did I not?
Yep.
On the Monday morning, I come home to find, and our cousin passed away in his flat of an overdose.
and what was his name?
James.
You see, and I'm not laughing because I'll have people mailing me and saying, Jenny, that's a sensitive subject, and but you know what? Your family, so you do whatever you want to
It's
do.
me, it wouldn't be me if things like that didn't happen, would it? Eh?
You want to know
No.
Do you want to know what we're having put on his coffin?
Yeah.
So they put a plaque on there.
Yeah.
So we've got his name, Jim, because we call him that. And we can't have the actual word. So we've got the letter C, the letter U, and then a capital N with the word next, and then a capital T with the word time.
You're kidding me. Shut up.
100% promise you, I will take a photo and show you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Holy crap. Was that his favorite word?
Yeah, well, apparently that's the
Okay.
Jesus. You do know my husband, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ryan and Naomi, how was your week?
Oh,
Crazy woman.
it was all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
Quite well, less
That's as exciting as mine.
I was gonna say, less upsetting, I say.
Yeah. Less death involved, I'd say that.
Just call me Dr. Death.
Seriously. Well, I'm back from Lanzarote.
Oh, nice.
Get the fish club.
See, you went blank out there, and I'm not going to ask you to say that again. And fabulous. Yeah, we just went away for a few days in Lanzarote. It was fabulous, and whatever happened in Lanzarote stays in Lanzarote. I became an unknown to myself, a synchronized swimmer in the pool, and I'm going to leave the gym and take up water aerobics because when I was in the water, obviously I'm light as a feather. When I walked out, holy shit! It was like a bag of bricks walking out of that pool. Anyway, enough about me. So we're going to be talking tonight about experiences in the paranormal field, the funny side, the sad side, and the scariest side. Locations.
Have you seen that comment from Sir Pomp?
What?
See you next time. That's bad.
But that's.
I think it's brilliant.
I have to see a picture of that. I want to see that. So, okay, we're going to start off with Ryan. How did you get it? And I know this is the most common question that we all ask. How did you get into the paranormal? Because I haven't spoken to you before, or Naomi. So how did you get into the paranormal? To Ryan first.
So I had a couple of friends who originally started going with like the group that Tracy and Lisa and all that go with. They were going to them, and just one night they basically asked me, like, is it something I'm interested in? And at first I was very skeptical about it, but it was something that I was like,
Then he worked with me.
I was curious, sort of thing. So I was like, I'll go see what it's like. I went there, and say the first night, I was with Tracy, and it was just the stuff that happened, like some of the stuff that happened, and just it was like I couldn't explain it, and it was just got my curiosity sort of going with it, and it was like, right, I want to go on another one, and I want to go on another one, and it just kept on going from there, and then it just turned into sort of like a second nature, and it's just like a habit thing of like anytime they go on one now or anything like that, it's like, we want to go on. Like it's just it just find it so interesting now.
I got him hooked.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's kind of like when you get your first tattoo and then you want another one and another one and another one.
Exactly that, yeah. And it's just, even if you go to the same location like a couple of times, something different is always there, and something like new is happening. Or even if you go back to somewhere that you've had like sort of something happen before, you can try and go into that a bit more and try and find out a bit more information, or find something that wasn't answered before. So it's all that sort of stuff that it's just, it's very curious.
That's it. That's like research. You know, we go to the same locations for the last 10 years, the same location, and it's building up. And I always say, and I've said it forever, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Yeah. Putting the pieces together. And I always say as well, not all history is written in books. So you'll get a complete different story, but you'll have intelligence from it. And I know when I took Tracy over to a location, she could validate what we were getting from that location.
Yeah, exactly that. So working with Tracy, it's always fun. It's always a laugh. Like you can sit there and you can be serious when you need to be, and you can actually like sort of investigate properly. But the in-betweens are always a laugh and a joke, and it's absolutely great.
I love that. Naomi, what about yourself?
I mean, I've always been interested in the paranormal ever since I was younger. Like I've had like a couple of things happen to me here and there, but then as I got older, I just sort of like blocked it out, because obviously it scared me to the point that, you know, I didn't want to sit there and listen and see things anymore. And then it's only the past couple of years that I've kind of got back into it, because I'm starting to heal from trauma and things like that. And it's like going on the ghost hunts and stuff has helped me to sort of like hone in on them, as well as like the training that I've like kind of have. I mean, when we always go on a ghost hunt, 9 times out of 10 we are working with Tracy, and if we don't get to work with Tracy, we kind of kick up a fuss about it.
Oh yay, that's what you do. Yes. You work with everyone.
100%.
That's it, and everyone's great at what they do, and you just want to learn. When I say from the best, or you want to learn, like even I have learned when Tracy came to Lep Castle with me, even, you know, she was kind of zoning me into a few things, or teaching me a few relaxation techniques as well, and watching Tracy and Ray work together was great. I could sit back and just watch them work in one of my favorite places, Lep Castle, and I know this place, and just to watch them work together in Lep Castle when I know it was great for me to even watch it, and then learn as well. And I don't panic, but I'm now learning to go to the bathroom by myself after like so many years.
It'd be kind of mind, and you're like, seriously?
The only place I'll go to the bathroom on my own would really be Lep Castle and Redwood Castle, and
they're like literally footsteps away from where you sit anyway.
Really, they are, yeah. Really.
Like us, you know, where we're in a location, say here, and we have to walk all the way back up here on your own to the toilet.
Yeah.
But we do it.
But you know, you've seen there, been there, seen it, you know, they will go with you. I want to say a quick few hellos here. Rawside Paranormal, hi Jen, how are you doing? Tanya, my wee love, we have to do our video call. Katrina, it's been a long time. Hope you're doing well, my love. Sarah, hello, my darling. Victoria, Susan Victoria, how are you, my darling? Sarah Pump, see you next time.
Not
bad.
Good for a coffin.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you so much. I hope everything is well. And we'll try and get a video in later tonight if you're friend. Tanya's in America, so our times are different. So we always we catch up. So there's so much. Tracy, it's been a while since you've been on the show. So can you refresh everyone the name of the team, you're starting out of the paranormal as well.
God, blimey. Well, I've changed. So obviously, as you know me, I was afterlife research. Obviously, since losing Chloe, it was a bit too much for me to do. So my friend Lisa, who owns Ghost Hunt Society, asked me to go along one night, and that's where I've been stuck since.
That's brilliant. That's great. I love that.
Yeah, that's where I've stuck.
I love that.
I think if I was to walk away, I think these two would follow.
Oh yeah, 100%. Wherever you go, we're coming. By the way, hope you know that you're stuck with us forever.
Yeah.
She's a great teacher. She's a great teacher. And then when she comes over to Lep, then you all join us. When you come to Redwood Castle, you all join us.
Yeah.
You come over with us, and it's brilliant. I know we're back on the 30th of October, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're out on the 31st, aren't we?
31st.
31st of October. No, 1st.
The 1st.
We're out.
October.
Yeah, we're out the 31st.
We're out the 31st. We're going to some screen parks.
Yeah.
And then on the 1st of November, we're on a night. And I've got a special guest coming, and I can't give away anything.
But you can tell me because I'm not on your team.
You after, yeah.
Yeah, you tell me. Sorry, guys. Do you know Ryan and Naomi? Do you know?
Nope.
No, we don't.
No.
We don't know this person or anything like that. Tracy's just said that they've known them for a while and they're really good at what they do. So
it's not me
but
though.
nobody in the team knows the person. Only me and Ray.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love that. Donna, hey Tonka, what's this? This is a show, Donna, in Ireland. Okay, no, Donna, I'm going to answer you now. This is a show in Ireland, Shadow Whispers in the Night, where we interview people around the world of paranormal and investigations and so on and so on. If you have a question for the guys here in the UK, you can put your questions down here at this side. So no, we are here. We see you. I'm just talking to everyone else here. And Chantel, my darling, I love you and I miss you and I hope you're well. Mail me and check in with me. Chantel's in South Africa. Mail me and check in with me. Voicemail me. So Tracy, with yourself, and I know you probably told me a million times, but I half listen to you sometimes. I'm joking. They told me.
She said to me earlier, she said, I've got to do writing and reading. She said, and I've got to talk for 8 minutes. How am I going to do it? I went, 8 minutes is nothing to you. It's sticking to 8 minutes that's going to be
and I got 3 stories in 6.5 minutes. And I spoke slowly and I had to do audio work and I spoke slowly and I kind of went into it and so on. Jody, how are you, my darling? These are the ladies that I met when I was doing a tour in June just gone. And I was doing a tour manager for Northern Ireland and Scotland. And these are the ladies. There was like about, I think, 25 Americans that came over for a tour company. And I was the tour manager. Let me tell you, we got matching tattoos on our arms of a ghost with a thistle and a shamrock. And these ladies, like Tanya and Jody, and we have Patrice, we have Jana, and we have, oh my God, what happens when you get older? I tell you, if she watches back in this, she'll say, Jenny, you forgot my name. And I forget the name. It's in my head. Oh my God, she'll kill me, girl. Because, you know, I'm having these mind blanks. But anyway,
that's the Xanax, that's not the age.
But oh my goodness, ladies, help me out here. But these ladies became my best friends on the tour and after the tour as well. So I made lifelong friends with these women. I love them. Donna, lovely to see you all. Thank you so much, Donna. With yourself now, Trace, what got you into the paranormal?
Oh, I mean, it was really when I was younger and just
Hi, Iron.
house that we lived in. And then when I was pregnant with my eldest is what really got me into it. I kept seeing things and it's just always from a young age, from living like as a kid in a house that was quite active.
Yeah. It's crazy because we all get it when we were younger. I'm just saying here, Vanessa is the lady's name, and she was the ambassador for the tour. And then of course Firecracker Jenny, who made us all get tattoos.
Yeah, no, I've just carried on from there. I'm
Hmm.
33 years into it now.
Wow. 33 years at it.
Time to retire.
No.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
retiring every week.
Absolutely not.
They're never going to let me, are they?
No, I've retired every week, and I've retired this week, and I'm still here.
Oh, you retire every time you have a bleeding ding dong with someone.
I like my peace. I like my peace. I like to just, when you get to a certain point when you just say, love it, but
Yeah.
Nah, I must admit, we have the team that we have a good crack. Even all the guests, we have a laugh, we have a joke.
Yeah.
I think we have to, because if we didn't, we'd go cranky.
You really have to, because when you go to locations and everything's all serious and and kind of like order and whatnot, and it's good to have a bit of a banter, a bit of a crack, and do what you want to do and enjoy it.
A nickname.
Sorry?
These guys have actually got a nickname within the team.
What are they? Are we allowed to know them?
You want me to say?
Go on.
We're classed as the naughty group.
Oh, then that's what Tracy was telling me earlier, the naughty group.
Yeah.
Can I ask why the naughty group?
So
One, we're never on time.
They're always late.
Always late.
yeah.
We laugh probably a bit too much.
So it's
loud.
like when we first started coming and that, obviously everyone's down for a laugh and this and that, but we always were the ones that were louder, the ones that were pissing about and joking about a bit more than everyone else, and this and
Obviously,
that.
still being respectful.
Absolutely respectful to everything we're doing, but it was like even when we were doing stuff like with the spirits, we were having a laugh and a joke with them and bringing the energy up in that.
Right.
And it was, and it would just end up being there's four of us. It's me, Nate, and another two of our friends. And every time we come, we just got the nickname that we're the naughty group.
And it just stayed. It just stayed. I'm just saying for one of the comments on TikTok, Chris Carl said, a night out with Tracy, you leave a different person.
In a good way or a bad way, Chris?
Chris, a good way or a bad way?
Oh, no. I know, Chris.
Oh, yeah, Chris was on. Chris has been on the show before. Yeah, Chris has been on the show before. Chris, you need to come back on. Chris, if you want to jump in, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, come on, Chris.
If you want to jump in, Chris will send you the link. Locations wise, how long have you been investigating, Ryan and Naomi? How long have you been investigating?
So about a year.
Yeah, about a year, just over a year.
Yeah, so we've gone to quite a few. We've got a few stories that we can, sit there and tell, especially one of the first times that I went on a ghost hunt. I know, actually, believe it or not, did get touched up by a ghost. And I know that's a very controversial thing, but I had my best friend one side, I had Ryan the other side, and our hands were on the table. And I did ask anybody if they had touched my vagina, and everybody literally went, no, we haven't. And then we later on found out that there was a bloke that was on the ship that we went to, who had sexually assaulted and then potentially murdered a woman that looked very similar to me in features.
No.
So that would have been the reason why he decided to try and touch my vagina, which was an experience, I will admit.
Isn't it crazy? I'll just say very quickly, Chris said, in a good way, the group never fails to bring proof.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. And they do. I've worked with them in Lepcastle and another location here in Drogheda, and absolutely brilliant. Isn't it crazy when they touch your skin or they touch parts? I know when my leg is being touched, and I'm thinking, is it a muscle spasm? Is it this? And I have to kind of like, okay, I'm at this a long time. So I kind of trying to think of other things. Is it a muscle spasm? Is it something else? And so on and so on. When your arm is touched, when your neck is touched, and you have that. I remember being in a location here in Drogheda, and I was in the downstairs, the back area of a kitchen. And I remember someone was in the stocks and I'm calling out and whatnot. And we're standing in pitch blackness. And I always wear long sleeves because I know if I'm touched, they're going to touch my arms. So this one night I wore a t-shirt, my uniform, and I felt this thing got up my arm, just very, very soft, like the hairs on your arm standing. And I said, oh, okay, I think I've been touched. And someone said to me, oh, okay. So I look behind to make sure no one's near me, no one's joking with me, no one's messing about. And I'm standing in the middle of the room on my own. Everyone else is feet away from us, or from me. Then I said, it felt like, you know, I've been touched by a feather. And that's the first time in all the times I've been touched that I said, no, I know that it felt like a feather. And one person said, you're kidding me. And I said, no, it felt like a feather. We put the light on, and on the floor beside my right foot was a feather. They had placed a feather in the first room, because you have to go through one room to go into another. They had placed a feather that was on the floor on a cabinet, and they said, do something with it. And then when I said, I said, it felt like a feather, you know, that light brush of a feather?
Yeah.
It felt like that, and the feather was on the right side of my foot. And you know those things, you put it down, you write it down as experience, you write it down as on your notes to say that happened. And even though people didn't see it, it's your own experiences to keep your notes and your profile on it.
Yeah.
I've had it on a location with the guys where we've been down in the basement, and I've literally had to physically drag Nate out of the energy because it attached to her that much. And you know, like, I do that work anyway.
Yeah.
Even I could not pull Nate out of that, and I had to physically drag her out. And then later on, we got my group and two other groups together all around a big table, and there was Nay and two others. It was Nay, Nadia, and another girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The three of them ended up in trance together, answering each other.
Yeah.
They definitely had some experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Oh, yeah.
face changed, didn't it, as well?
Yeah,
to like
she was sitting down with Nadia, and the best way I could describe it was she looked like the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
But the
was
way
like-
that I was feeling was horrible, because
Yeah.
it was like I had this man energy, but inside I was crying and I just wanted to break free from it, but I couldn't break free from it. My mouth was literally hurting at the end of it, but I was smiling, looking at Nadia quite sadistically, like
really
happy that she was like getting scared and getting hurt. But inside it was horrible. Like, it wasn't a nice feeling at all. But it hasn't stopped us. So.
Yeah, no.
because you say like the other week, wasn't it? You and Alfie.
Yes. Yeah.
Another location. Again, we had Nay and my friend's son, who I've worked with since he was a tiny tot, because he's always seen spirit, and the two of them both in trance having a conversation.
Yep.
Between each other.
And you just sit there and just watch the conversation and note the conversation and question what's happening in the conversation.
Yeah.
Who are they? Their names. And I know, when you ask for a year, they never give you a year. They never give you anything like that, which is sometimes to do time-wise, when you say what time is it, and they can never give you the time, because as we always say, it's totally different. It's completely different. And so, Naomi, when you were being touched, did you kind of think, and this is reasonable questions, did you think it was a kind of like this is me being me, muscle spasms, or did it feel completely different?
No, so it felt quite cold, and it felt sort of it felt more like, when a breeze gets blown on you, like on your skin, you can feel it. It was like that. However, obviously I had clothes on, so I didn't get and I had to make sure that no one had done that, because I'm kind of a little bit like, well, that's a little bit strange for a start. And then when I mentioned that I just got touched, then the glass started moving, and the female spirit that was there, she would only respond to the questions I was asking, not anybody else. Other people would sit there and ask, and the glass wouldn't move. But as soon as I asked, the glass moved to the correct answer that they were answering.
Over to you. Do you think this female spirit was herself?
I
Or do
It
you
was-
think it would have been someone else?
Oh, no, I think the female spirit was definitely who she said she was. However, the male spirit that did touch me, I'm not too sure, but we did ask her
Mhm.
if I had got touched, because obviously just for a clarification, and it did go to yes. And then we asked if it was a male, and then also it went to a yes. And then obviously we asked other questions, which are a bit more sort of like personal to
Yeah, yes.
spirit,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Was that the most- Sorry, Tracy, go ahead.
Was that the same location where Ryan's hand started to blister and burn?
No. So that one was at Avenue House with Ryan's hands,
Yeah.
but it was the ship, the first one that so that was at Avenue House, that one.
So that was Ryan's hands.
Let me see if I can try. If you send them on to me, let me see if I can be able to do it, because this is, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I have no idea. This is Restream, so I'm totally different in Restream. So, I'm going to commit this. I'll probably lose everyone now. What?
Knowing you.
I probably will. What? Let me just bring us back up. Sorry, I know I brought you up there. I'm really sorry. Full screen. No. So let me see if I can get out of this. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry. Remove that. Okay. Right. So I don't know how to get those pictures up yet. I haven't. I normally I'd have the pictures up, ready to post up, but to do it like that, I can't.
I can get them up. So
Okay.
that was when we started,
Okay.
and we was all getting the same. Every one of us, the smell of burning, but it was burning flesh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
That's crazy.
going through the like
I think
You can see with Ryan's hands, obviously not including.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same camera, the same. It wasn't put into infrared or anything like that. It was just the same.
just the same.
camera.
Just
Same photo, just literally time after.
Shut it again, Tracy.
So normal.
Hold on, you froze there a wee bit. So you didn't go into infrared, you didn't go into anything, it's just the same click.
Just
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was just like.
And Ryan, did you feel your hands burning? Did you feel them hot?
Yeah, so they felt like we could all smell the sort of sensation of burning. Everyone else said they were cold, like within that room, but I was hot. I was like, I had to take my jumper off, like my jumper that you see the thing end up having.
You only get one strip off anyway.
God,
Yeah, like it did feel hot, sort of a burning, but like I was sort of looking at everyone else's hands, and only when Tracy pointed out to say my hands did I notice it. I didn't actually notice it before. I didn't notice that they'd changed or nothing.
But it was definitely
Have you gone back to that place again, that same place, to do that investigation to find out?
been back there, yeah, have we?
Do you know what? I really do want to do that, because now I'm stronger now. I'd like to go back down to the basement to see what that spirit was down there that was trying to hold me down there, because it felt, so I was going through a really rough time at that point, and it felt like the spirit was giving me the power and the I don't know how you'd explain it, but basically, like I basically wanted to tell everyone just to like fuck off, leave me alone, go away. It felt really powerful.
Yeah.
And I wanted that at that point. And so my best friend was pregnant, I think at the time, wasn't she? She was behind me. Brian was behind me. Tracy was in front of me. And literally she and Ryan were both pushing. Tracy was pulling, and my legs were dead. I literally felt like concrete, and I was trying to tell it to go away. And obviously then Tracy dragged me, obviously, in the end, with them pushing me, which I'd like to go back and it to see exactly what it, was as such.
You're stronger. You were vulnerable then, and they knew you were vulnerable, and then now you have more experience,
Yeah.
that when you go back, you
I never ever take my eye off of what's going on.
yeah.
At that moment that happened, something caught my eye over in the corner, and
Yeah.
I looked, and I was like, "Did I just see that?" And then it was like, "Yeah, that was it." No, I mean, it was like my attention gone.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy the way they go into. Well, yes, they go for the vulnerable because I mean I've been there, and the people say, you know, do you ground yourself when you go onto locations? Do you do protection and so on? And I have done with other teams when they wanted to do grounding and protection. I have done it with them. It's a choice whether you do it or not. And I have done it with them for respect that I would do it with them. And do I do grounding before we go in? I know 2 of my team members will. I don't.
Yeah.
I have this mantra in my head: today is not the day, and I'm not the fucking one. That is my mantra.
I don't do it with my, like when people with me, I don't do it in my group because I always say, you're coming there to see, feel, taste, whatever. And how you're going to do that if you've got a big bubble around you? Nothing's getting in.
Right. But I have been told as well that people say because you protect yourself doesn't mean that you won't get an experience.
No, yeah, but
it's just, but it's up to, I find it's up to each individual.
Absolutely.
To have that, and we all have trials and tribulations, and we all are going through hard times, and sometimes we're not as strong as we wish we were, but I hope we were, because just of bad times that's happening. But you go in and sometimes we try as much as we can to leave it at the front door. It's not always easy, but somehow they seem to know. But I walk in and I'm like, we're not doing it tonight. We're not doing it tonight. Yeah. Unless I smell sulfur, and then I'm like, okay.
I mean, we always close the whole night down. No, like once we've finished, we do shut down everything. And like the guys just tell you, I go room to room to room to room or area to area, and I shut it down.
Okay, that's good. That's what we haven't done. That I would have just done it in saying, okay, thank you so much for tonight. We hope you had an okay night with us, a good night with us. We hope we didn't offend anyone, and we don't go to offend anything. We don't provoke or anything like that. We absolutely don't. No. We go and we research. I've been to locations for like forever and a day. I'm part of the furniture, and thank you, Tanya, for sharing that on TikTok. Thank you, my love, and thank you for the heart. I don't get many of them, but thank you. And we just kind of like, thank you for acknowledging us tonight and speaking with us tonight, and we will be back soon. It's the same locations we go back to time and time and time again.
Yeah, even when I start, I go room to room, area to area, saying good evening, and just coming in, just letting them know why we're there. And then so there are some that like to do their protection before they start.
That's it. That's
them. But you do notice it, funny enough, because we've tried it. Where one group has done all the protection and our group don't.
That's great.
And we've gone into their energy after, and it is just like
flat.
That's the thing. So then I'll open it all up, take all that protection away, and then again, I do all that energy.
That's what my fabulous team member Denise and Ethan, great, absolutely brilliant. And Denise is very spiritual. I'm scientific and she's spiritual. So when we go, I'm not going to say too much what we're going to do on the night of Halloween night, but we have a spiritual and a scientific plan in place. We're not going to go live as I thought we would go live. We're just going to focus on it. I might go live for about half an hour, 40 minutes, just, for Halloween. And but I'm not going to be doing live and our experiments or anything like that. We keep them quiet. There is
on a scare night anyway.
Huh?
We're going out on a scare night.
Yeah. There is. Listen. Do you know what? I would go into a castle before I go in those farm phobia things. No. Just no. I know myself.
Sometimes I do worry that the actors are actually real and they are just going to take you and just pretend that they're part of it.
My language is very Irish, and I would be bleeping the whole way through.
You'll be surprised the language that comes out through them. So
I hope my microphone.
everyone can't understand what she's saying when she mutes herself.
That's me. So we're going to the thing, and someone scares.
See, we can all lip read.
So those who can lip read, great.
But
and I do.
they now know not to try and scare me. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's not usually us that does it, is it? It's
No,
Dan.
it's Dan's
No,
job.
so one of the other naughty group, we was at a location. They'd all gone off out the back to have their cigarette and whatever. And I walked through, and Dan thought he could jump out on me and scare me. And I just looked at him and said, "Was that it?" So that was that. Later on,
That it? Oh no! Oh God! Jesus, take the wheel! No.
come back because later on, there's a room in this particular location that I won't go in, and I have shown them why I won't go in. They can go in without me.
Thank you, Tanya.
I walk in, and the atmosphere changes completely. So, the group off they went to work in that one room. So
Okay.
I was off elsewhere, working with somewhere else. So they thought. I know I wasn't. I was sitting on the step outside, listening to them for a good 20 minutes, half hour. And I crept in, I shut back against the wall, so that because this is a room I don't like, and I've stood there, and then all of a sudden I just put my foot out enough just so they could see the tip of my shoe, and they all went, "There's someone out there! There's someone out!" And like,
Oh God.
one to the other side.
Yeah,
wasn't it? It was
Nadia panicked and screamed,
Yeah,
and then as
because
soon
I
as
just got touched, and then Nadia screamed.
yeah, Nadia
because obviously she saw Tracy's foot.
and yeah, but then as Nadia screamed, Nay then screamed,
Yeah.
and then they've all just run backwards. Me and Dan are standing there like, what the fuck's going on?
Dan come out of his torture was like, "There's no one out here. There's no one out here." So
Yeah.
then they said, they're going to leave. So as they've all gone to walk out, I've just gone, "What's the matter with you lot behind them?" They've all screamed and run.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's those ones that are just not. I remember walking into a room, and I know this place for many years, and I went upstairs to get some batteries and so on, and I walked into the room. I do all the audio work, so I can. But when I went back on the audio work, I could hear myself saying, "Oh shit, fuck!" I could hear the people downstairs saying, "Yeah, she saw the mannequin. The mannequin was in the room." Holy crap! The mannequin was in the room, and I forgot it was there because she's not normally there. And then you can hear me, and I put it on replay so many times. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh, shit, fuck. And they said, "Yeah, she's seen it. She's seen it." PG is PG. It's 10 to 10, so it's PG if anyone's younger than what you shouldn't be hearing. But it's PG. It's PG. Watch on your own merit.
You should be
So when it comes to now, I'm an equipment kind of person. I'm EVPs. EVPs the whole way through. It is my life of EVPs. I have a phenomenal show on next week. I haven't advertised it yet, but it's the first. I've had these guests on with me before. Beautiful, fantastic couple, and what they do is blows my mind. And they have just started to do this on shows, and I'm the first one that will have them on my show doing this next week. So I haven't advertised it yet, but I'm going to, and I'm so excited because I think they're amazing. I think I love what they do, but I will put the poster up on Monday or Tuesday. But it's going to be a fantastic big one. I'm obsessed in what they do and how they do it. But EVP work, it is my.
What she's trying to get to is, what equipment do you use?
No, my question is, EVP is my thing. It is my speciality.
Yeah.
I live and breathe it. And I could lose my teeth and lose my hair, but I don't want to lose my hearing. EVP, no, really, I'm joking when I say that. Don't really happen to me. I love EVPs. What is your favorite part of investigation? What is your, everyone has a speciality. What is yours? I'm going to start off with Naomi first.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. For me, it's sitting in a quiet room, getting basically messages from spirit, or getting a feeling from spirit or something like that from spirit. I don't I don't use any. Well, actually, no. I think we've used cat balls once before.
Yeah.
Played around with those. But when it comes down to equipment, I don't use any of that. I genuinely just use my senses. I know that there's a lot of skeptics out there that go, "Oh yeah, but blah blah blah."
Yeah.
If you've got that, and like you sit there and you can listen and you can hear, and you get voices in your head, doesn't mean you're completely looping. You need to go in a straitjacket.
I love like that.
It can be very rewarding to hear them and then know and understand them, etc. So
yeah, and do you have pen and paper so you can write down what's happening, time stamp it?
It's all recorded.
Yeah, it's all recorded on the
It's all recorded. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, don't have to worry about.
They record live. They take a still photo every 20 seconds.
Perfect. Love that.
Camera, and obviously your EVP's recorded.
Yeah, I love that. I'm just saying with Tanya as well. She's saying on TikTok, sudden smell that shouldn't be there. Sulfur. Sulfur smell, and by God, do I have stories on that, and I will get onto it.
My one for me, the guys will tell you, if I can start smelling the smell of cannabis, that's when they know that something's not right.
That's what
that wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's what happened
in the tunnel when you had to pull nail away. That's what distracted you because you were standing there. You smelt cannabis. You turned around, and then she went down.
Taken.
You see, and that's when I was doing my audio talking tonight. That was part of my stories. Sulfur, my goodness, sulfur. I just want to get very quickly, because I have pen and paper, because when we talk so much, I have to write things down because we have to get, because I'm like, yes, next conversation. But the audio, when you're saying, Naomi, when you're saying about you're hearing stuff and you're hearing in your mind, and I never had anything like that up until about 3 years ago. And I always say the longer you're in this field, the more you open yourself up, because I've never experienced anything like I've experienced with names in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. And people are like, Jenny, really? And I remember one time saying, I remember doing a live and so on in a place here in Drogheda, and where I live. And I remember just standing and we were live doing the world largest ghost hunt or something like that. And I just said, one person was doing Estes Method. And I just said, Maureen, I'm not part of the Estes Method, but Maureen, no idea, Maureen. I'm just going to, I always say, if you think it, if you see it, say it. Even if it's not there, we can try look for it. We can try ask questions for it, and so on and so on. If you're thinking of something and it's in your head all the time, say it. Don't let it go. Say it. You're wasting an opportunity, or it could be something that was worth repeating, or something that just didn't happen, and then we can just put that in the back burner, that kind of thing. And I was saying, Maureen. So this person looked at me and kind of had a face, and I'm like, do you know a Maureen? And the person said, look what you're standing beside. And it was a cabinet. And in the cabinet was a typewriter and books and so on and so on. And the person said that person, his second wife was, her name was Maureen.
I know where you are now.
Huh?
I know where you are now.
Yeah, right.
I know where you are now, yeah.
I say person and place and so on. And that person's second wife's name was Maureen, and she had passed away as well. He had passed away and she had passed away. So I'm like, you can hear me on the audio going, like, oh my God. And then particular names come through and you stick with them because they reply to them. They respond, don't say reply, respond to them.
Yeah.
So you just go with that. So I love that you said that, Naomi, that that you have that. Now, Ryan, what about yourself? What is your speciality? If you have any specialties, what's your favorite thing to do and work on and so on?
I definitely don't have special ways. I can say that for a fact. But I suppose a couple of things is more one sort of just as Nay said, like sort of sitting in a dark sort of like just a quiet room.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, and just sitting in a dark room. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it's just more just a sense and feel. Another one is basically. Simply Tracy. Whenever we're with Tracy, it literally is. We always seem to get more stuff and the energy. Honestly, it is.
Say on the equipment.
The equipment. Literally are genuinely, because it's like even like because I enjoy doing like table and glass and that.
Yeah,
before I had a table and literally we've been running and dancing around the whole thing. We was with a child before. And was a child spirit, and literally we were singing nursery rhymes to it. I think we were singing Ring or Rosie, and it was up on one thing, and literally we were just spinning, and we was having to run.
Wow.
What about when we was on the boat? Do you remember? And I had the table on doing the boat.
Yeah.
And we was playing the old wartime song, so like Vera Lynn and all that. And I walked away from the table with my phone playing the music, and I went, if you really like the music that much, come towards me. And the table literally flew across the room to me.
Yeah.
Everyone, even the people that run the boat, like managers, went, what? And that is the same place that I showed you the picture of the dog.
When I've seen it. I've seen it. And I know it's very hard to I know if I should have said to you earlier on to give me these pictures and so I could put them up.
But we was on this boat, and as I say, I was sitting there and I was like, just all of a sudden, for some reason, I just went like that, and I went, oh, look at that dog. And there was a dog. But so we took the photo because you just automatically think like, yeah.
I think, Jody, which one is that, Jody? Which one is that? You got me on our trip, Jenny. Blew my mind first time I ever heard that. Which one is that? Is that one that I played back, or one that we had gotten on when we were doing an investigation? Because there's loads. There's loads, and I played loads. I played a video back for the girls on my trip to Lanzarote, and one of our friends who landed in Lanzarote at the same day, we did not know she was going to be there. She didn't know we were going to be there. She was going for R&R, and she met up with us, and there was no R&R. I lost my voice. It was like the whole thing was brilliant, and she's very into the paranormal. She loves the paranormal. So I said I didn't say I'll prove it to you, but I said I'll prove it to you what happened in my home, and so on and so on. I was in a show in America one night, and so on and so on. I can send it on to Tracy. Tracy can send it on to you guys and not say anything. But listen and watch. I'm not going to say watch for what or listen for what. And this is your training. This is your training. Listen. You know that, Tracy, you've seen it before. I'm not even going to talk. I'm not going to tell you, but I'll send it to you privately. And then you can send it on to Ryan and Naomi and have a wee look at it and listen to everything on it.
Okay.
Just in my home when I was doing a show in America.
Right.
I see it already.
So that was what I looked at, and we took the photo. So we was like, okay, so there's the dog in the photo. So the dog was picked up on the beaches of Normandy.
And I will say as well that when you took that picture, we was in the room underneath you, and we heard a dog barking.
See?
And the dog actually, they said he was bought. If I blow it up, you might see it.
Sorry, let me take it in. I can see I can actually see at the bottom.
It's as clear as anything.
You can see the gap in between the legs, and you can see one leg.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh my! See, that's just. I love that.
It looks that real. I thought it was
a dog.
Someone's dog, and then it was actually one of the guys that worked on that boat picked it up in Normandy, and they was bringing.
Oh my goodness!
He actually kept that dog, but yeah, that
gives you, for me and for everyone who loves animals, that gives us hope to have hope. Give us hope. My dog's name was Hope, and Julie passed away almost 2.5 months ago, and it gives us hope that, and this is her ashes in my necklace. I'm wearing her necklace, and my other necklace is my other dog who passed away last year, my collie. So I'm wearing my dog's ashes. Yeah. And I work in rescue, and I dog groomer, and so everything's about dogs for me. So when I see that picture, it gives you hope that they are there. Yeah. Very quickly here, Jody, when we were sitting in a cell, and I know where that was, and Vanessa asked if the person's name was Warren, and we hear Wara or Woga, and the person that it makes sense. Mm-hmm. That completely makes sense, and we listened back to it, and we were like, "Oh my god!" Because the person is very known there, very regular there. It was you, Vanessa, Jana, and Patrice sitting in it, and I was standing in the doorway. I remember that. Yeah, that was in the north of Ireland. It was in Carrickfergus Castle, actually. Carrickfergus Castle. Cool with the dog. Jody has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dogs. There was another question.
Yeah, I go on holiday and come home with dogs.
Yeah, you do.
I can't wait to meet her.
Oh, she's a
Oh,
dog.
listen, I'm taking her home with me. I'm taking her home. Now, Tanya's saying on TikTok, I have felt my dogs and cats walk across my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
know people said to me, Jen, have you felt hope yet? Have you felt Zach? Have you felt hope with Zach? And I said, no, I haven't. And I think they know I'd be too upset if I did.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I want to feel them. And sometimes when I look over at my fireplace and I see my white cat sitting on my fireplace and I look over thinking, oh, it's Hope. And then it's not Hope. And I'm like, fuck, where's my Xanax? It's not my Hope. And so we've seen a lot of videos about spirit animals. And people always say, what is your idea of heaven? If you believe in all of in religion and whatnot, and we're not going to go into that conversation, but what is your idea of heaven? And mine would be my animals, all my two daughters and all my animals. They are my heaven. Some of my best friends, but I'm sure they're off to their own places and not with me, but I want them with me.
What about Joe? Me and you won't even get a passport to hell.
No, we'd not be allowed to have anything. We'd not be allowed anything. But your idea of heaven would be just, for me, would be my dogs and maybe two of my cats. Sorry, I love the rest of them, but there's two that I really loved. And the rest of them, my dogs. Absolutely. That is, and heaven is what you make it, they say. But we're not going to go into the religion thing.
No.
And my friend Nando was probably watching and saying, oh, Jenny, I should have come on the show. Jenny's not talking about religion and she's actually biased. This is what happens when you turn a different age. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit.
Imagine saying that. Like, and I mean, and I'm not saying it to go on the religious path, but when we went to book the funeral the other day, right, they said to us about religion, right?
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, because my friend who did Chloe's service, she's doing Jim's service. So we were having a spiritual service.
Yeah.
And they went, oh, there ain't a box for that. I went, what? So she went, is either Christian or civil. I went,
oh,
I realised there's more religions than just
Tanya.
Christian, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, in an undertaker, when you go there, that's all you get.
Oh,
wow. That's a little crazy now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy. Everything is just changing and getting bigger, and everything is multiverse, and and all that. So.
And say,
Crazy.
talking of like one of the locations that I did with, I haven't done it with Jen, but I've seen it, been on it, was when we was at Millman, just having a walk round, wasn't it? And as I just happened to turn around and look at the turret, I literally see this woman being thrown over the side.
Oh my goodness! When you seen that, and that was a lot.
And I literally I even see the guy who done it, who threw it, and they were like, and at the time, like Jen's mate who was there, Alan, he was like, no, they not heard that man, no.
Yeah, we will.
Hours later, we went up in the turret.
You won't give anyone the airtime of names.
No, but we was walking around, wasn't we? And then all of a sudden, as I went like that, this thing moved, and there was the picture of the bloke that I saw standing on the turret. Do you remember that?
You to be over, and you said to me, Jen, look, and I'm like, what? And you were telling me about this and the face, and I looked, and you said, look, of all the years I've been there, I have never seen that picture. Never seen that picture. And the minute you showed me, and I was like, kind of like, okay, where's my tinfoil hat with Tracy?
I actually did buy one for her birthday.
I still have it. It's in my kitchen.
You got the videos.
Oh, no, don't. Listen, I would, like I said earlier, I wish it was in the 1980s where we had no camera phones, or even phones. That shows you how old I am. So moving on swiftly. The sulfur smell. And I had gotten it once up in Shane's Castle in County Antrim in the north of Ireland. And it was a location that I've investigated for many years. And the castle is in ruins, so we investigate in the tunnels under the ground. Even graves are above you. We investigated this place for 8 or 9 years, every single month, twice a month, sometimes consecutively for these many years. And it was a bit of a malevolent. Yeah, Shane's. Yeah, Shane. Oh, Tanya was in Shane's with me. Yeah, Shane's. Tanya's commenting on TikTok. Yes, Shane's Castle.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we did a reenactment one night, and it was I was new to the game, new to the field, so I was told to provoke by the founder. I'm like, I knew too well not to provoke, but we had people with us and some public with us. And I said, okay, fine. Anyway, it turned out to be, and I began, there was soldiers there. So it turned out that I was kind of like, okay. And I'm giving them orders and so on. And I've never provoked again in my life. Not that I ever wanted to, but I never.
God.
Oh no, this is. I know who this is. I know who this is. How's Chris? But so anyway, we did the reenactment. We went back down the end of the night, and I took my team with me, and so on and so on. And we walked in, and we were hit with the smell of sulfur, and it would burn the back of your nose, your throat, and I had irritation in the back of my throat. So I was like, okay, we're going in. If they know we're here, we're going in. And someone said to me, Jen, if they're giving us warnings, let's not go in. And I'm like, well, this is what we're here for. They know we're here. We know they're here. So we walked in. And then because we had public with us, I said, right, okay, we'll leave and we'll leave. And I said, I don't know why we're leaving if they know we're here. Within 15 seconds, it was like the Matrix. When your head goes back like that really slowly, you feel like it's going back slowly. My hearing went, my eyes closed. I heard nothing. But it was like the Matrix. Something came through me or came up to me. I'm going to say, Drew, I know who that is. And keep going, Drew. Keep going.
That's like when we was Harry out. So there was me, Ryan, Naomi, Nadia, Dan, and Chloe, and us guys was all standing together. And Chloe was just a bit away from us. We all heard a female screaming.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Like I mean, a real squealing, scream,
petrified, sort of like fighting for your life scream.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, right, come on, and they're walking towards it, and then all of a sudden they went, "Why are we walking towards it? Have you seen the horror films? Like you're running it."
At that point, though, I started crying, didn't I?
Yeah.
I started crying, and I was like, but there was no like emotion from me at this point. I just had tears coming down my eyes, and I went, "Why am I crying?" Like to Nadia, and she went, "I have no idea, but you are." And I was like, "Oh." And then as we were walking a little bit closer, and then Tracy didn't actually speak at this point. No, I said I felt petrified. I felt really scared. I felt like I was like completely hopeless. I couldn't do nothing.
Wow.
Like, and then Tracy started talking, and as Tracy was talking about it, I genuinely felt like, I mean, Tracy will explain what happened, but I genuinely felt like, how dare you talk about this? This is something that's really, it really hurt every time. It just felt like a knife through the heart when she was talking about it. So I was actually getting the emotion and the feeling of that woman. I felt terrified. It was so bizarre. I couldn't talk about it. But Tracy,
They used you as a vessel, she was portraying her feelings, obviously, as we know, onto you. That is not just. Can I ask a question very quickly, Naomi? How did you feel after that, energy-wise? Were you exhausted? Were you traumatized?
No, so I do feel drained, but I have done Reiki, and I'm training for my masters. So I do know how to bring that sort of like energy into myself to sort of like disperse myself from the energy of the spirit to me, and it does drain me, don't get me wrong. But I usually feel it the day after, not when we're actually there. It's the next day.
Yeah. I get you. It's like adrenaline, and then the next day you're just flat out.
We all heard it, but Chloe was looking at us as if to say, "What you all doing?" And I was like, "How come she didn't come with us?" She went, "Well, I didn't know what you was doing." And we was like, "Did you not hear that scream?" And she was like, "No." She thought we would all gone mad.
Do you think the scream was residual or intelligent? Do you think it was residual?
I don't.
What do you reckon?
I think it was residual personally.
Okay.
Because you did say that you also heard.
Happened one night, similar thing when Chris was there. Like, but it was years ago. But it as soon as Nay got all the feelings, all the emotions coming out, the screaming stopped.
Yeah.
It stopped. So it was like Nay, so there was say 5 of us and 6 of us all together, and one person never heard it. So as soon as like we got to where it was, where Nay got most of the emotions, and obviously we spoke about what Nay was feeling, what was going on, what we was getting.
Yeah.
It stopped, and then once everything had come out, the energy of the area just went.
Yeah.
And so of the location that was it your first time investigating this location? No. So do you know of
us? It wasn't for Tracy.
Yeah.
Right. So you know of the date and the history of this woman that would have matched with
what
Naomi's feeling. Yeah. Feeling. So it did match.
What happened at Millman?
Okay, so it did match.
Yeah.
I was feeling obviously the female of that, and the feeling that I felt, or feeling terrified, scared, hopeless, like just that feeling of dread. Like I knew what was going to happen to me, but I couldn't do anything about it. Even now, when I sit here and I talk about it, I can feel that pain that woman.
Oh, that's a lot.
So it's kind of it's just. I felt exactly how she felt. Like I understand how she felt.
Is it a place close enough that you can go lay flowers or go back to the place and lay flowers again when you go back?
Oh, we can do, because it's one that we do quite a few times. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that. But we are
going back there, aren't we, at some point?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Seeing all the new locations coming up.
Yeah. Heard about that.
Yes. I've got a coffin for a bed.
I have a new location coming up in November, actually. I forgot.
Yes. One of the locations that we're doing in March. It's got.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In the mortuary, part of it is a mortuary.
I might be taking a flight over.
One is a coffin bed.
Oh, Lord, jeez. I might be taking a flight over in March.
Yeah. Come along.
I so would get a flight over. Now I've done a 4-hour flight. I will fly over. I will just get the plane and fly over. Because I'm not a flyer, but I do it.
Yeah. At some point, I'm not quite sure when we're going back there, but we've got another weekend away in York. Don't know when.
Hopefully, it's as different this time.
Hopefully.
What's your favorite? What is your favorite place to investigate? I'm going to mute my microphone for a second because I'm going to scream it to my daughter upstairs because I need something.
Okay.
Favorite location. Oh,
Slough.
You like Slough?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know though. I love Avenue.
It's a hard one.
I love Avenue because obviously with Avenue you have the different rooms, but you have everything. There's something different is going on in every single room, so you don't have that one. Whereas obviously with Slough, it's a bit.
Slough,
you get a lot in one.
Yeah, but Slough, I feel like even though it's all confined to sort of one room, you've got the main room, you've got like the run room that comes off of it, and then you've got sort of like the thin corridor. In them 3 rooms, the 3 times I've been to it now, they've been different every single time, and it's always a really, really good activity there. But then, so with Avenue,
Avenue's just it's
different in that sense of like it's good. It's really, really good for that.
York, when it's worked properly, is good.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to
find out
in
November, won't we, for that?
So hopefully a new date will be set for that.
Yeah.
And then we've got. Oh, what else have we got coming up? We'll say we've got that new one we've got Weekend Away in Wales in March. So we're doing that one. I'm trying to think what else we've got coming up. We've got loads coming up.
Yeah, there's quite a few coming up. There's quite a few coming up.
Yeah.
Just a case of
I can't pick one location that I'd say is my favourite.
I can't say there's one because at each different location there's a different part that even if you've been to it's like multiple times, it's always a different part that like it's like, oh, that's been really good for that time. That's been really good for that time. So I can't say there's been one specific location that's better than the rest.
No. And I think as well, because we all bounce so much with each other, like we don't ever get a quiet night.
No.
Because if it is,
I'm loving the
naughty group, basically, as we are, and
we are the naughty group,
and this and that, and they see the playfulness, they see the jokiness, and they go, "Oh,
is she a Bengal? Sorry, is she a Bengal?
She's a Bengal cross. Let me grab her.
Oh, show me her because I love Bengals. Show me. Oh, you can see the size of her. Oh my goodness! Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she was the only one that was black and really light grey out of all of the litter. I've got her brother as well, Loki, somewhere. He's an absolute.
Is he the tabby, the Bengal tabby?
Yeah, but he's grey, so he's.
Like the way I love that. I love that.
Just about to go and grab him, but yeah, so she's black and quite dark grey, like underneath. And she's got the stripes on her, and then him.
Beautiful.
He's got dark grey and he's just woke up.
Oh no! Show me him. Let me see.
He's here.
Oh my God! His face.
No.
Oh no!
Grumpy old man.
He's got a proper grumpy face constantly.
Oh, he does. Do you ever love that cat Grump?
Got long legs.
His feet. Oh my goodness.
And
Oh, he's beautiful.
So we have.
Oh my God! I love his face. I love his face.
He's so cute.
That's how I ended up coming back for a holiday from Scotland.
Never let me go to your house. Never let me go to your house because I walk out and say, "Listen, guys, thank you so much for having me." And my handbag goes meow.
Yeah.
It's just my ringtone of my phone. It's just my ringtone.
Do you know what? The way Loki behaves, you can take him.
Throw him off your mate.
It's fine, have him.
I have this cat here, Toby. Now he's in the kitchen. Let me call Jessica, get me Toby because he's wild.
Okay.
Toby's wild.
Oh, really?
Toby's wild. It's funny.
So I have to show you Toby. Toby's a rescue cat, and I've raised him when he was tiny. He was like thrown out, and I bottle feed and whatnot. Toby has a disability called cerebellum hypoplasia, known as wobble syndrome. Do you ever see those cats that can't walk?
Yeah.
It was like me and Lanzarote on the dance floor. No, not
Ryan likes the dance floor, didn't you, Ryan?
What?
I said Ryan likes the dance floor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is Toby, and Toby, he's a nice cat, but he's a bit of a. Now this is Toby. I'm going to be white all over with him.
Okay.
Where's my photo?
Oh, look!
And he will. He's a blue and like he's going to get angry now. He's a blue. he's a blue and green eye. Hey, Tutu.
Was he? Oh, wow.
Tracy, call him.
Toby. Yeah, Baba.
Oh my God. Oh, friends.
Oh no! Hold on. I go.
Loki's like, no.
Oh, blimey, we're going to the vets now.
Oh yeah, look.
With our animals. This is paranormal animals. So Jessica, take him now. Take him now. Come on. Now another question that brings me to. Oh my God! I love. Oh Jesus. Let me show you what's in my drawer, Naomi. Let me show you what's in my drawer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know it's in the drawer.
I love that. Look how small our dogs. This is great.
I've got 4 dogs and like 3 cats.
Yeah.
And 2 children. My daughter says to me, and 2 children.
Yeah.
But that brings me to another great question, actually. Animals in the paranormal. Oh, look at Kyra. I have to say, Kyra is.
I could go away on holiday and come home with a dog.
There's our Patrice. Patrice is back in October. I'm coming to Lep Castle with us, not for visitation, but for an investigation. So it'll be her first. No, she's been there before on a tour last week or the week before, I think. Or no, I think last week or the week before. But she's going to join us in Lep Castle on the 30th of October, Halloween Eve, for an investigation in Lep Castle. But now that it brings me to, look, we were talking about our animals and so on. What are your thoughts on animals and the paranormal, do you think it's okay to bring your animals onto an investigation?
I'll let you know because we'll be taking her when we go to Slough.
Okay. Hi. Oh, there's Toby right behind me.
I'm just gonna steal her. If she just, I'll be like, come on, come.
Oh,
now."
I listen. I'm gonna put on my suit. I'm gonna put on
you.
Hardy, you okay, Mama? See, you okay, chica?
She's got the most name, isn't she?
What are your thoughts on taking pets on an investigation?
Well, I take my husband, so
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Oh.
he's pretty much an animal. I'm joking. I love you, Ray. I love you. Oh, I see. He got to bed.
Ryan, what's your thoughts on taking animals on an investigation because they have more senses and sight and hearing? What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's like I think they should be more welcome. Like if they're not, they should be more welcome. Like even like sitting in like the house with like the dog and the 2 cats we got here.
Yeah,
You see it if you just watch them, they see things and they notice things that like I'm like, what are you looking at? And like there's one spot in the house here that the cats are just fixated on all the time. And you just see them watching it and staring at it. And like I move them about and their head, they'll just move their head no matter where you are, they will focus on that one spot. They won't move.
And you check to see if it's a spider, if it's this.
Yeah, no, that's it. I've looked the whole area. There's no insects. There's nothing there. I've looked the whole area. I've even cleaned their area, everything like that.
Yeah.
Just to prove it, sort of thing. And no, they will still just fixate on that one area. They will not move.
I remember years ago, because I'm involved in animal rescue, and I always said, nope, no animals on investigations. You do what you want to do. Don't bring a dog, and especially dogs who have a nervous disposition.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Even if they don't have a nervous disposition, don't do it. Because they're not equipment. They're your pets and they're your family.
Yeah.
I think you have to, especially with dogs though, like, I mean, she's hyper. She's still a baby.
But you see, some dogs can take it, but some don't. And you have to be, because I was
barking constantly or howling.
I did take a dog to an investigation with me and never stopped. And I said, oh, I'm too much audio that I wouldn't be able for it. But I remember saying one time, and I said, when we were doing Shane's Castle, and it's all the tunnels. If you ever watch Games of Thrones, I've never watched it, but that's where they film. I've never watched it. I've only watched episodes where I've watched about 5 minutes of an episode where they were in the tunnels. And I'm like, oh my God. And when we go to the tunnels and you pick up this big, huge rock, but really just like foam. So you can hold it one hand and spin it, because it's just made of foam.
Yeah.
But I remember saying as a joke, we can have a canary. Send the canary in. If the canary does not come back, no. Oh, a cat in a cat carrier. Yeah. We walk in like a K2. If it goes, we know something's happening. And if it's not, then we take it. But that was a joke and none of us laughed.
No, but the location.
No, she's not laughing.
No, but you stand about the cat as a K2, right? In the location where Nay was saying about her screaming, there's a room that has bunk beds in it.
Yeah. And
there is actually a spirit cat in there. And you see it on the bed, and it has been seen. And you always know if you walk in that room and see that cat, that room is going to be active. If you walk in and it's not in there, it's going to be quiet. So,
right. Patrice and Jody. Yes, Tanya, we're going to do a video call after this. We'll definitely do a video call after this. Patrice is saying, I'm a bit, no, that's a word I'm not even going to try and say. What's that one? Trepidatious, but so excited to be part of a professional investigation. Let me tell you, lady, it's going to be, Tracy has worked with me before, and I'm very kind of like, oh, fuck, yeah, I'm like that. When we're doing audio work, and people say, oh my God, I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, everyone say you need to go to the bathroom. Say, oh my God, I need to go to the bathroom. Or somebody says, I think I need to fart. Fart! Just say it. I need to fart. Just do it. Because I'm sitting at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, you woke me up, Jenny. Good! And hang up when I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning doing audio work. But I'm looking forward to Patrice working with us because we have a great team from Northern Ireland, Capra. with Hugh, and we have my favorite person apart from Tracy. We have Kieran from Paranormal Resident, which I adore. Kieran, I adore Kieran. And we have other people from Hugh's team joining in with us in Halloween's Eve in Lep Castle. What else would you be doing?
Scare mazes.
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty much.
What'd you say?
Scare mazes.
Scare. Listen, I don't know if you could even pay me to go and do one. I don't know. Have you
pay me to go in all the time if you like?
Listen, there's farm phobia here in Ireland, and the videos that I've seen, someone's going to hospital. It's not going to be me.
It is good fun.
It's good fun, but I'm very focal.
Yeah,
and react.
Oh, that's the trouble though. The more vocal you are in them, the more they go.
I might just get the team together, and I get my girlfriends who I went on holidays with, and get the team together and just say, do you know what, lads? Just feck it and do it. Just
yeah.
I
will have them all in a circle, and I'll be in the middle.
You need to do it. I've done both sides of it. So I've been the scare actor, done the scare acting.
Yeah, you've done that. Yeah, you've done that.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
So, Patrice the intellectual. So, an investigation, a location, a country. Where would you like to investigate of all three of you? Whoever wants to answer first, answer first. God. What would be your number one location? Now, we can do 3 locations, or we can do 1. You people ask me 1, and I probably have 10. But
I'm gonna say,
for top three locations for all 3 of you, top 3 locations, starting from 3 to 1 locations that you would love to investigate.
See, some people might find this a bit weird, but you know that suicide forest in Japan. I'd love to do that.
That's one of mine.
Yeah.
Another one is in America. I can't remember. I think it's a mental asylum. I can't remember what it's called.
Waverly Hills.
Possibly.
Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's like you need about 20 teams to do this place. I could be wrong. Yeah. Waverly Hills is one of the biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. And I'm not really too sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. Like,
yeah, definitely want to do.
I want to do the suicide forest. So that's one that's like high on the list.
Not like to
not to impose on it or whatever, but it's just
impose on it.
Yeah.
The spiritual side of it as well.
That makes them lost souls. It would be great to speak to them.
She's like just connect with them, just to be like.
Naomi, I told you. Sorry. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just more saying about the suicide forest. It's like just like not to impose on them, to be like to sort of like feel like I'm like stepping on there, like, or shouldn't be there, whatever. It's just more to like find out like what they felt like being in there and what they experienced before they lost their life and everything like that. What did they go through? What did they feel? And why is it they went to there specifically?
Yeah, what is it about that place that makes them? Because it's patrolled,
drawn to it. Yeah, and do you think sometimes
old.
Right. Do you think, and there's a lot of signs, warning signs saying, and help numbers and so on before you enter that forest. Do you think that the negative energy inside, the sad energy, and I don't say negative as in like a bad way, but sad energy that pulls these.
See, funny enough, I had this conversation this week with my friend who's coming out with us as a guest. I'm not saying it, like, and we were talking about Ray's, like Jim, like taking his own life.
Yeah.
Well, where he lives, they've literally Gallows Corner. Ryan, you know it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that has a lot of history with witchcraft and things.
Oh, you've never told me that.
No.
And a lot of things going on. That is all being this last year. It's all been dug up. It's all been disturbed.
Yep.
There has been constant suicides and things that have gone on around that area. And then when I was saying to them, like where Jim lived, obviously it's in that ley line, And he was like, honestly, there's an energy that's being disturbed. And he said, like, you know, the amount of people that have killed themselves recently within that area.
Okay.
Is it?
Would you look up the land, the history of the land?
The history of their land is to do with witchcraft.
Okay, sorry. Yep, sorry. I was kind of looking at comments here. Yeah, witchcraft. I know when people talk about doing the suicide forest, I think for me personally, it would be too heavy for me. I personally have experience of that.
That's why
it would be too heavy for me to go into anything like that, knowing what my friend had gone through. I just think it would be too much for me. And I think the heaviness, the emotions would be too strong for me to be able to be strong for myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able for it. I would be like, I don't say no to a lot of stuff, but I would have to put my hands up and say no to this one. Just mentally thinking about my own friend who did the same thing in the same way, that it would be too heavy for me. And I'm a strong woman, but that would be my cutoff point.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I would do it. Just as to say, like, I don't know, is it a feeling that people get when they get there? You know, are they fine before they get there, and there is something that they cross a line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is there something there that draws them in to make them do what they want to do, so that they sort of give like a promise, like if you do this, then you know you're going to be free of your pain, you'll be free of your worry.
It's like how you felt in the tunnel where you was at a low time and then you got that empowerment sort of thing. I think it's similar to that, where they're not feeling the best, they're feeling low on themselves, they're going into that place, and the energy within that.
I did get a lot of negative energies at that place.
And but going into that place is like it sort of feels like comforting to them, of like, if like they're in a sad moment in their life and it's going into a like, not a sad energy, but they're going in towards that energy, and that's sort of giving them that sort of feeling as well. And they're like, it's giving them that courage to go, right, I'm going ahead with this, and they're making it feel like it's okay in their head, and it's given that last step that they need to sort of take that leap in that sort of forest.
I totally agree with you, Ryan. Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Like with Patrice, I'm too much of an empath. I would be likely overwhelmed. I would be the same way. Yeah. With Ryan as well, by Ryan saying that, you know, when you go in and you're kind of guessing yourself, should I not, should I? But they're helping you walk the path, and we can only imagine. We can't say what does actually happen. We can only imagine. But I understand what Ryan's saying, and I totally agree with that the kind of it's and I will say as well, it's spiritually or mentally.
This is it.
Down that path.
Yeah. That's why I think for the spiritual side of it is why I'd like to go.
Yeah.
And it's like Auschwitz. Like,
wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I could do that, because obviously my family, and would I be able to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Seeing kids' shoes, I don't know.
I don't think I could. As much as many times and years I've said I want to go privately, I want to go, and it boils my arse shit.
Yeah.
When I see people going in with cameras, and I'm like, if I was there, let me tell you, they'd be wearing the cameras. Stop taking pictures.
See, and I'm like that with cemeteries. I do not understand people that go and investigate a cemetery. Like, it's a final resting place. Stop being disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're walking over someone's final resting place. And there was a guy on TikTok a few months ago, and he was live in a cemetery. And all of a sudden, I just happened to scroll and see it. And he was in the cemetery where my nan and granddad are. And I actually phoned him up and said, you have a guy live on TikTok in the cemetery doing an investigation. Like, he's calling out if there's any spirit. Like, of course there's spirits there. You're in a flipping cemetery, but it's a stop going to cemetery.
Well, do you know what? And I will say, it's the easiest place to go to for people who can't. And this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, can't investigate anywhere
Yeah.
to go to locations and pay for locations and have your insurance and whatnot, the cemetery is the easiest place for anyone to go to.
Mhm.
And like, it's just, you know, and like many people would have said before, why would you want to stay where your resting place was? And I agree with that at one point, but then at some point they will come back to it when the family visits them, and you know, and that's what the only time they'll come back. But the cemetery is the most easiest place to investigate. I just don't get it. I went to Daku. I hope I'm saying that right. It felt very heavy. Even my kids said it felt very bad juju. It was the only way we knew how to explain it. You feel it.
Yeah. So it must be like we know our ley line. So is it sort of like a ley line there? You like step over. Is that it?
What are your thoughts on investigating graveyards, Ryan and Naomi? What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, I personally do find that it can be disrespectful if it is done in a, you know, a not like a views for TikTok manner. If it was for a reason for it, you know, sort of sitting there connecting. Like there's a cleaning lady on TikTok, I believe, and she cleans graves, and it's like, well, how do you find these random graves that are in the bush? You've literally gone looking for them. Like I find that's quite disrespectful.
The guy who does the same thing as well.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. And it's like, oh, I'm cleaning these graves for free. Well, of course, because they're dead.
Does she have a spirit box on?
No,
the guy who does it, and he has a spirit box on.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She literally just cleans them.
Just
she's like, oh, I'm doing a free cleaning, doing the service. Like, well, I'm not being funny, but you know, Mary that died in 1684 isn't going to exactly come back to life and go, cheers for cleaning my grave, love. Like, it's not
right.
I mean,
she does it for views. She does it for views, and
exactly that. And that's what bugs me.
Clickbait. There is one. Sorry, Tracy. There is one particular guy. I don't even know his name, but he does do, and he goes cleaning. He has a spirit box on, and let me tell you.
Oh yeah, that one. He's very respectful.
He's good, and I love what he does.
Yeah, he's.
The other one is just clickbait. Sorry, Tracy.
I was going to say there was a guy on that I did watch, and he stumbled across a grave cemetery, and he was like, and I'm sure it was on Sky, and he went in and he was calling, and he was like, let's find out what's going on. And literally, he said, like, if there's anyone there, I've just come to pay my respects. And the flower pot literally falls over and rolls to him, as if to say, like,
you
respect. Well, you know, and it frightened him. I did that. I watched that, but this guy that was on TikTok, I phoned him up because I thought, mate, you go anywhere near my family's grave and sit there.
Oh my God!
And all your flashing lights and all that, I would physically get in the car and come down there and knock you out.
Yeah.
You
know what? Someone that's on the team currently, they would do something like that.
Say that again?
I said that just reminds me of somebody that's on the team currently that would do something like that.
We got me thinking now.
Oh Lord! We'll talk about the show.
Oh,
hey guy.
Oh my God!
I know. I've got it. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'll tell you after, Jen.
Oh, tell me afterwards. I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In regards to that, no. Sorry.
You keep going.
This is what we like when we work together.
Yeah, it is. It's we went to a place quite far away. I can't remember what it was called, and we got a few names. And as we were getting the names, we didn't understand what they were for. And obviously, I was with Tracy, and we actually went out for a vape. And when we were there, we saw a cat by a graveyard that was literally just opposite us.
Okay.
And I went over to
I know. That was Wisbech.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
so
the one, yeah.
I went over to the cat because I was like, oh, cat, let's stroke that. And Ryan was like, look, don't go over to the cat because it could mean something. Like, you could get like taken. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
I'm rubbing that cat. I don't care. I'm rubbing that cat.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm taking it
So,
home.
I went over there and I was like, Tracy, look. Got her to come over, and the name, I think it was Thomas, the name that she was saying or something like that was actually on that gravestone. Yeah, it was on the gravestone.
That night that she's talking about, no word of a lie, I've got the photos. It was thick, freezing fog.
You couldn't
it
see.
was
No way.
Yeah,
And I was walking around in a t-shirt.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Holy crap.
But I'd been over to that because it's literally right outside with the location.
Wow.
If you want to go and have a cigarette, you've got to basically walk over to the headstones.
Right.
I didn't even see the headstones. They was that old. There was no writing on them.
So
And there was three of us to see them at first, but then
So when you've seen all of that,
Watch out, had a look, saw the name.
when you've seen all of that, where did the cat go? Did the cat stay? Did the cat leave?
So what actually happened was the cat moved to that gravestone, and then it moved to another gravestone, and we
Oh,
respectfully
Lord.
walked around, and again it was another name that Tracy had previously said, and then the cat
Love
then went by the tree, and then all of a sudden the cat went. I don't know if it went up the tree.
Listen.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's why I keep saying to Tracy, love, move over to Ireland. Sorry, Brian and Naomi, you move over to Ireland too, but Tracy. Holy crap. Like, holy shit.
Make me blush.
No,
Yeah.
seriously. Sometimes I'm like the blind leading the blind in, but then it takes a long time. And like, yeah, you know, it gets to different parts of your life when you're kind of here and here and here and here and here and here when you're doing investigations, and you got to work with. This is what we do for research, a hobby, and I hate the word hobby when it comes to investigations because it's not really a hobby. What? It's an expensive hobby, but I hate the word hobby. But I love the way Tracy works. I love it because for me, I'm let me tell you, I'm tech. I'm not all tech. I the cat balls is a hit and miss with me. If you can literally do what I ask you to do, and if you can't, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Mine more is the EVPs, audio. That's mine. Yeah. And I'm not even the video. Video's nice, but you can get a lot of the same way with audio. You can get a lot of era pareidolia.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it for over 10 years, and that is my jam. Jesus, Lord, take the wheel. I have the best of the best. A lot of teams have the best of the best audio. That is my thing. I love audio. But for Tracy to work with you one-on-one, which I had the honor and pleasure of working with her in a location here in Drogheda and in Lep Castle, it's an amazing thing to have you're on her team and to work with her. It's an amazing teacher, if I can say that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I know you, Trace.
No, yeah.
Misters from a different misters.
Yeah.
But I've seen you work, and you know how I work. I'm very strict. I'm very kind of like, there's fun time and there's working time. And
I just remember at Lep Castle sitting there, and you kept going to me, your eyes gone black. Your eyes gone black.
Oh God, I
don't remember.
I have those videos.
Yeah, which I still need to see.
I'm always busy. I always have dogs and cats. So
well, Jen, you tell them what happened at Lep Castle, because I just know you can say about my eye.
Okay, so in the banquet room, which is on the second floor of Lep Castle, one of my favorite rooms. Do you have Discovery Plus? Let me just do a little plug in here. Do you have Discovery Plus? Okay, so
I don't watch it. I'll be honest. Well, it's usually kids programs. So
you should now. If you go into Spooked Ireland,
okay,
I'm on episode 4, and I've got blue mohawk hair.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I have blue mohawk hair, and Chris Fleming was interviewing me, and we played the audio that I had from that location. We had to film that morning. Now in October coming out again, this October coming, I filmed in April for Canadian TV. I don't know what date that's coming out, but it's coming out in October in the same place, Lep Castle. This is why Lep Castle is my home. Sean keeps thinking I'm going down with my suitcase. I will. But so we went to the banquet room, my favorite room. And Tracy said she's going to go into a trance.
Oh, there was a harp. The harp. I remember there was
harp,
a harp, wasn't there? And I could hear the harp keep
at
going.
the bottom right-hand side, there's a harp, and there's a lay bed. I forget the name of it. I slept in it one night. There's a lay bed on the second floor, the banquet room. And anyway, so Tracy's sitting there, and myself and my friend Mary were sitting there, and I'm sitting there. I'm recording everything, and Ray said, "Right, go for it." Ray and everyone else was downstairs. Myself, Mary, and Tracy were upstairs. Anyway, so Tracy goes into it, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm asking the questions because myself and Mary would know Lep Castle very well. She's from Ireland. And so I'm asking the questions out, and then, you know, when you're staring at someone and you're staring at them, you're thinking like, I am tired, or I'm seeing things, or I'm meant to see things, and you just stop for a second and just go again. Tracy's sitting there, and then I looked at Mary, and Mary looked at me, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, and Mary said to me, "Is her eyes going black?" And I'm like, "I'm so glad you said that first and not me." Her pupils were going black, and we thought, like, is it tiredness? Is it cold? Is it what focusing too much in the dark with an infrared light and so on and so on? What's happening? We have to tick all the boxes off, and I won't say the famous word debunk, but be realistic. Be realistic in what we're doing. This woman, oh my goodness, Tracy, she goes into a trance, and we were asking questions, and I'm looking at Mary, and Mary's looking at me, and Mary's asking questions, and I'm asking questions. And I won't go into what the questions were, what the answers were, but it was very to the point of that castle. It got to a point where I'm like, radioing Ray, and I said, "Ray, come up. And Ray is the only one who knows how to get Tracy out of it."
Yeah.
So Ray came up, and we're like, "We radioed you, and we needed you," and so on and so on. So Ray came up and took her out of it. And then Tracy was just shattered after it. Even though we stayed up until the wee hours, we didn't get to bed until the next night. And but ladies stand last. And it was amazing to see it firsthand and not on video. I will say that. And I always say, I'm not blowing smoke up Tracy's ass because I know her, but I will say, as an investigator to another investigator, I respect what she does and how she does it.
Oh, 100%.
And if I didn't, I would say to her, and she'd say, "Jenny, go blow it up your arse." She wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I know. But I love the way she works, and I feel safe in her company when we're investigating. That's the most important thing, to feel safe. And I do with Tracy, and I do with my team. I totally do with Denise and Ethan.
You have got to have trust within
you have to speak to Denise and Ethan, honest to God. Yeah, absolutely. They are, you and Denise would just get on brilliantly. She's
everyone, I'll do.
Oh, but there's particular ones that no.
I was gonna say,
yeah, and there's one that Denise and Ethan are amazing, and they're very. I love them. There's something that Ethan said one night, and I'm not going to say it again because it's all privately. But when he said this, his first time in Lep Castle, and I was speaking to Denise being his mum, and I said, "I want Ethan on my team." It's not Ethan, Jenny, and Denise, or Ethan, mum and son. It's Jenny, Ethan, and Denise.
Yeah.
We're team members. There's no family. Well, there's family, obviously, there's family. But I love the way what Ethan's seen, excuse me, what he heard, and so on. That literally his first time in Lep Castle, that validated to what I knew from years ago. And I'm like, I want your son on my team.
Yeah.
And I remember going down to Redwood Castle a few months ago, and we were in the car park of the M50 junction and getting some batteries and whatnot and so on and so on. And I said to Ethan, and I said to Denise, should I say it? We were going to do it in front of everyone, and I'm glad we didn't. But I said to Ethan at the car park before we got into the car, and I said, "Are you wearing that tonight?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "I would change if I was you." And he was like, "What?" And I gave him his uniform t-shirt, and I said, "Change into this." And he was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." So I'm like, you can't say what you said in Lep Castle and not be part of the team. And I call him my walking K2. I've always called him my walking K2. And I took him to Redwood Castle, and he was saying things to me in the kitchen. And I'm like, and it takes a lot for me to go, what the fuck? Shut the fuck. And my arms kind of like raised up, and I'm like, and he goes like, what? Jenny, you're scaring me. I'm like, nothing. And he was absolutely, and I'm like, and I said, Ethan, I'm going to put you into like, beep, 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 go into every room, he's amazing. He's very spiritual. His Denise is very spiritual. I love it. I love it.
We was at a location and we had like headphones. I can't help it now. Hello. And we had, so in this room, we tried it with like the girls and weren't having none of it. So we left the boys in now and we're outside. So Ryan's got the headphones on with all the white noise going through.
Oh no,
it was Dan with the headset on and I was asking the questions.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden this voice just boomed out and it just went, hello. Us girls was on the floor.
Was you doing the SS method calling the questions out? Was someone else doing the SS method and Ryan was calling it?
So Dan had the headphones on with white noise going through it.
Yes.
And Ryan was the other end where we couldn't hear him asking the questions.
Yeah.
Right? Well, we could hear, obviously, we're sitting outside the door, the girls, and we could hear the questions that Ryan was asking. And as he said hello, this voice just came out, hello. But he sounded like Scooby-Doo.
Oh, no. Hello.
So, like,
hello.
This is how it was. But we get to have some. I mean, like Lisa, she owns her and Oma. It's their team.
Yeah.
But even with Lisa, me and her, if we work together, we literally speak at the same time and say the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
With Lisa, she's very much. She can have lots of fun, but she does like to make sure it's sometimes serious.
Absolutely, play hard and work hard.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
We play games like we. Yeah. So during our night, we will play games with. So like we've got members of the public.
Yeah.
We play games. So like we play an aura game.
A what game?
An aura. So everybody's got an aura.
Okay.
Right. So what we do is everybody will stand in a circle. One person will stand in the middle, blindfolded with earphones in.
Yep.
And one person at a time has to move as close as they can to that person before the person in the middle can feel them stepping into the aura.
Shut up. That's amazing.
We do things like that.
That's brilliant.
We do a circle where we stand there and we ask spirit to push us forward or push us backwards.
Yeah.
And
they can't hear what you're saying.
No. And then there is one, and I'll have to show you. I am pushed so far backwards on my heel, and I'm physically shaking, trying to pull and two of my team members are trying to pull me up.
Holy shit!
Like just from being pushed rockwards, backwards, and forward. We play games. We play Paranormal Whispers.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm so intrigued about that.
So when the energy's flat, what we do?
I'm just writing. Don't mind me. I'm just writing down what I do so I don't forget it because I'm at that age now.
So like if the energy's a bit flat, we'll spread everybody out. Right.
Okay.
It's Chinese whispers, but it's paranormal whispers. So you give the first person a paranormal sentence. So something like the K2 meter light will go red.
Oh, really?
Close. By the time it gets all the way around and back to nothing like that.
Right.
See, that's the same thing. Like I'll give you two quick examples here. There was a team I was on many years ago, and we would ask mind questions. Can they read your mind? And every team member had the same question. Yep. We were in Shane's class at this time, and so the founder would say, "Okay, 5 foot." He was a bit of a fucking Don Juan, whatever. Shut the fuck up. And he goes around with this fishing thing on him, like all his equipment in him and all equipment, like, a bit of a Zach Bagans. No, nice guy, but too controlling, too like I had this experience. Yeah. And he's like Bugs Bunny. Yeah. It always happens. Yeah. It always happens. I'm like, for fuck's sake. So we would ask questions in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, because we knew this location, but not as much as I do. Not as much as I do these locations. I know it, but not as much as I do the locations that I'm in now, that I would do it there. Yeah. And I would do it too. I would give one person on my team who doesn't know it as well as me, give them a question, to say in their minds, and I will do the SS method and say it out loud. Now, if anyone's watching, you can take this up if you want to, and so on and so on. So only someone who knows the location, SS method, and someone can ask a question only in their minds to see if they can be read. The dog. Oh, no, it's Ray snoring. I can hear him. I thought it was a dog. I'm joking.
That's it. Do you know what? When we shared like the room with him, we barely heard him.
Yeah, so Ryan and Naomi shared the room with Ray when we went away the other weekend.
Oh no, he fucking snores.
We didn't hear
No, he
him.
wasn't. Like he
Oh,
snored.
Tracy, did you tell anybody about the dream that I had that was a memory?
No,
Oh.
no. You can tell Jen.
Okay.
So I was obviously working with Tracy that night. And I haven't I don't sit and talk to Tracy about like her life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not that I don't want to know, because of course I do.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's like certain things that obviously I've not sat and divulged, and vice versa. So we worked together and I think we connected at one point, and I went to bed, and then I woke up and I said to Ryan, I was just like, oh, I had a dream. And he was like, oh, what was it about? Because usually I have like night terrors or stuff like that. So
Yeah.
and I was like, no, it was completely different. It was like it was a memory. And he went, oh, okay, well, whose memory then? I was like, well, either Tracy or Ray's. And I don't know anything about Chloe. I haven't asked. I haven't divulged. Nothing like that. At the end of the day, I know Tracy absolutely loves talking about Chloe, but I'm not one to sit and ask. I'm one to, if you want to talk about it, talk to
You
your
will talk about it. Yeah.
and I said to Tracy, I was like, look, I really hope that you don't find like this rude or anything, but I think I dreamt of your Chloe last
You
night.
did too, yeah.
And I had two, I believe they were memories, two specific memories. One was where Tracy was holding Chloe in a swimming pool, and there was like a man that was also stood next to. So you had Tracy here where I am, and you had Chloe here, and Tracy was like holding Chloe, and Chloe was kicking her legs, squealing, like really happy to be in the water. And then there was a man that was on the opposite side, sort of there, looked like maybe a physiotherapist or something. I'm not 100% sure, obviously, if that happened, because I haven't asked. And then the next memory that I had was Chloe in the bath, or Tracy over the bathtub, sort of like sat down, like with her arms sort of like on the bath, and Chloe was like squealing, all happy and everything. Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. That's our boss.
Like that, yeah.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Tracy sitting there singing Chloe a song while she was in the bath, and with Chloe like giggling and squealing, and Tracy talking about the bubbles and stuff like that.
Yeah, she loved bubbles.
I said to Tracy, you know, obviously I don't know if any of it's true. I don't know what I've seen. I'm not 100% sure. And she said that Chloe was a water baby. She loved the water. And basically what I was explaining has happened. So I don't know if I was watching it from Tracy's point of view or Ray's point of view. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I somehow managed to delve into their memories.
Yeah, that's amazing, because Chloe was always in the paddling pool, and she loves bubbles. When Tracy would blow bubbles, she'd love bubbles.
Yep.
Yeah, and she was always in the paddling pool.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know that. I hadn't had.
Like, and the memory where Nay was saying about the pool with look like the physio, Chloe used to have to go into the hydrotherapy pool twice a week. Like,
I didn't know that. I had no clue. I wouldn't. So I've essentially seen
that's very close connection. When you would have dreamt that,
we was at York, wasn't it? So Lisa got us to see it face to face.
Yep, she did.
So
like,
close connection. So with Tracy and Naomi, and Naomi didn't know Chloe,
No.
and to have that raw connection, it's a very beautiful thing that you both have.
Yeah, I've never met Chloe. Obviously, I didn't know Tracy up until a year ago. Same with Lisa and the rest of the team. So I didn't know, and like I say, I don't ask questions about people's personal lives. I don't delve into it, so I didn't know. So having that, I mean, I obviously I felt a little bit like, oh, do I say something to her, because I didn't want her to feel rude. Like
say it. We always say it, no matter what. If you're wrong, say it. But I understand your
exactly. Because obviously, you know, it is losing a child at the end of the day, and I didn't want to come in and
lordy.
But the fact that I had that, and I felt all of the emotions that Tracy, because obviously I'm a mother myself anyway, feeling them emotions, and it's just, Lisa, I said it was a very good connection, amazing gift. Yeah, she did.
But that's me and Lisa work exactly. That's how me and Lisa.
Lisa wants to jump on. Lisa, we have about 10, 15 minutes left. Lisa, if you want to jump on, I'll send you.
Come on, Lisa. Come on, Lisa. Come on. Welcome us to the team.
Tracy, we're just friends here. Tracy will send you the link if you want to jump in. You're more than welcome to jump in.
Lisa, for 10 minutes.
Come on. It doesn't matter if you're in your pajamas. I am as well.
Listen, I'm wearing this, but I've got pajamas and slippers at the bottom. I remember one time when I went over to Tracy for Chloe's funeral, and we were sitting in the living room that night, and the monitor was beeping now and again. No reason to beep. Only beeps for movement and so on.
Yeah.
Then we didn't hear it for the whole night and so on. I was there for the weekend with my daughter. Oh, she's saying, no, thank you, Lisa.
Oh, come on, Lisa.
And the day I was leaving, we had hugged each other. And all of a sudden, we didn't hear the monitor beeping for like 12, 15 hours. Then we were hugging each other, and I was devastated to leave Tracy and so on. And then the monitor beeped.
She wasn't devastated to leave me. It was my bed.
Oh, I loved her bed. But the monitor beeped, and I'm like, you know, when you're in the field for a very long time, and you know nothing can shock you. You've been there, done that. Nothing can shock you. Lisa, it doesn't matter. I don't get excited. Lisa, Tracy, did you send her the link?
I sent her the link. Yep.
Lisa,
we spoke about her so much tonight. She needs to come on and show everyone who she is.
Lisa, I'm going to take over to Lep Castle. I'll take you over to Lep Castle. Come on, Lisa.
All right.
But it's, you know, when you think, you know, you've seen it all and heard it all and yada. When we didn't hear the monitor beeping for about 12, 15 hours, something like that, when I was hugging Tracy in the bedroom, leaving, and I was so emotional, and then the monitor beeped, and I was done. I was floored, and I'm like, I almost fell of shitness. You know, I went into Chloe's room to say goodbye to Chloe's room and so on. It was just, oh my goodness, it was just hard. It was a little hard, but.
I've got to move her over soon, and I've got to put Jim up there and all now.
Oh, yeah.
Tracy, what was the name of the guy? The one who the funeral, the one. Oh, Lord, let me tell you. I want him to bury me because he was beautiful.
My son's friend.
He was like tall and his hat on it. If he said sit, I'd be like, okay. He was
nothing ever goes right when it comes to me. Like, so Dan is one of Tony's friends, and he's like obviously the Undertaker. So he led the service, like procession for us. And as we came out the top of my road, some bloke started screaming and shouting at us. And I've got to go and get my kids. Oh, you've never seen so many men and women jump out of a car.
And then do you know what happened? Sorry, Tracy, what happened?
Wasn't it?
Do you know what happened? And then we're like, where's Jenny? Where's Jenny? Where's Jenny? And I was in the car with someone else. And then we got out of the car, and there was this guy shouting off. And here's me with the big Irish head. There's a fucking funeral going on. Don't you know?
even they even shouted to Jenny, I have kids to pick up, and I stood there and I went, and that
all
isn't
these
in there.
all these accents.
Find
And that's
out all the men are out the car, and Dan knows all of us, and he went, right, you lot in the cars.
he
doors
did.
shut,
Oh, he did. He did.
fuck off,
But
we
then
went.
you have all of these. There's a fucking funeral. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking English. Fuck off. Fuck off. And I'm coming out, walking out by this man. There's a fucking funeral going on. Don't you know? Fuck off.
you know Shelley.
And then he probably just said, where the fuck did this Irish woman come out from? Of all the English people, funeral going on. There's a fucking funeral going on. Really Irish. And then I get into the car and I was like, oh my God, I said it so Irish. There's a fucking funeral going on. Don't you fucking know? Fucking funeral. And I was like, oh my God. It was funny at the time. It was very funny. But
everyone's
we all got out. And I got into the car with Rob. Was it Rob? And I said, oh my God, Rob. Oh my God. And I said, I just turned around to your man and I said, there's a fucking funeral going on. Don't you know? And I get into the car and I'm like, oh my God, Rob, oh my God. But it was kind of like, where did she come from?
We've done it ourselves, like, because obviously we're now doing Jim's funeral. And he's a big West Ham fan. Like West Ham. So sorry any West Ham fans, but you know, the neighbour, really lovely guy, his name's Ray. And he was like, "Oh, Jim, I love that." Like, because he's coming in, they're putting the bubble machine on, and they're having the in bubbles. You're never ever going to be able to sing that song again now, because you know Michael Jackson had a monkey, didn't he? And his name was Bubbles.
What did you say, Michael Jackson?
They're all singing a song about blowing Michael Jackson's monkey.
Michael Jackson tattooed on my leg.
Huh?
I have Michael Jackson tattooed on my leg.
Shush you. Even the dog felt sad for you then.
And I don't regret it.
But this is what I'm saying. You get all these people singing "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles," and Ray is mixed race, like, and he's got like dreads and that, and he was like, "I am never going to be able to sing that song again now without thinking about Michael Jackson's monkey and what I'm doing to it." So
okay,
I'm back on people.
We are 3 minutes before we leave. We are 2 hours on the show. We are 3 minutes before we leave. What have you got coming up? Say your name of the team. What have you got coming up? If it's private, say it's private.
We are out next weekend. I don't know where. We haven't been
I
told.
love that. That's the best part.
Sorry. That was Poe. That was Poe. So we got that one. Yes, I can't tell you where that is because I don't know.
That's absolutely okay. That's fine.
Looking forward to it.
That's fine.
We got that next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Yes. And obviously Ryan and Naomi, you're going to be with Trace.
Not next week.
Trace next week.
They're with us on the 1st of November.
1st of November.
Last weekend. Yeah. 1st of November, and then we've got something at the end of November as well.
Yeah.
You do? Okay, I love that. What do I have next week? I have
just where Ghost Hunt Society have chosen a secret location. See, told you. Don't know where we're going.
I need to get my behind over. I need to get my behind over. Yes.
We don't have ours yet.
Not yet. Not yet. We will soon.
I love the cat. Is that a Maine Coon? It looks like a Maine Coon.
Oh, what? Lisa's cat, yeah.
It's a Maine. See, even
she has.
But I can see the Maine Coon from the face.
She has quite a few, don't she?
Yeah.
Has a few Maine Coons. Even by look at it, you know, by the jaw and whatnot. Lisa, I work with animals.
Yeah, so cute as well.
I work in rescue and I work with animals, and I have cats and I've got many dogs. But you can know by the jaw of the face and the ear.
I think her animals are the same name as mine as well.
I've
got a Loki, a Luna, and a Poppy, and she's got the same.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Wee Harley here. Wee Harley. Hey, Har.
Oh.
You okay? Oh, she's just not her best today.
Oh, bless.
He's a Maine Coon. He is a Maine Coon. The minute I seen the picture and I'm like,
he's massive.
Maine Coon. Lisa, I work in animal rescue. I'm a dog groomer, and I've worked in animal rescue for over 38 years. So, and I'm in the Maine Coon rescue as well in Ireland. So I knew by his face. And I think my cat, somebody said to me before, is my cat Maine Coon? No, he's not a Maine Coon. He's just an arsehole. He will draw your blood, and he will draw your blood. He has now, Lisa, I don't know if you know this, of cerebellar hypoplasia. They have that wobble syndrome. The cerebellum in the brain doesn't grow, so they walk like you're out on a Saturday night.
Yep.
So with Toby, I have hand raised him from birth. So Toby is the big white cat that I took up earlier. He is behind me right now. He's behind me. But if I wake him up, he will draw blood, and I like the blood in my veins. But so next week I have a fantastic show on the 4th of October. They are amazing cats. They're majestic, absolutely majestic cats. I do home checks for cats and dogs and you name it, I do it. But next weekend I have, on the 4th of October, I have a really fantastic show. I have Tony and Cherie Rathman on with me. They do the Staticum and they're all about the EVPs. I have seen this work before and I'm obsessed with it. The post has not been done up yet. It's just been said here tonight for the first time. And they're planning on doing shows, but my show will be the first one that they ever do, a live Staticum call out. So I will have all of that ready for next weekend. Then after that, we have Lep Castle. And then after that, in November, we have Cumber House for the weekend up in the north of Ireland.
Nice.
And that is what we're doing. And then after that, I am taking a bloody break.
Well deserved.
Yeah, we won't be doing nothing in December. Be our Christmas meal, but then we're back at. We actually finished the end of November unless Lisa told that we don't know. So
I take a flight over. I am going to London in November for a weekend with my girlfriends for the Christmas market. So if you don't hear us, if you don't see us, you will hear us.
Yes.
I
That's
tell
what it's about us, look.
Yeah.
totally the same here. I want to say thank you so much for everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, for their hearts and so on. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tracy, Ryan, and Naomi, for coming on tonight. It's been a spur of the moment, but I love that you guys were on. I would love you back on again.
It only took a little bit to get me back on.
And look, unless I book somewhere.
That's what I say. Unless Lisa
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Lisa.
No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Keep them on their toes, Lisa. And if my name is Jenny. If you want me to come over,
She makes you work. Don't worry.
I might get a boat over. I might get a plane or a boat over. But thank you. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead. Sorry.
Tracy just said she makes Lisa makes Tracy work. I was going to say, even if Lisa doesn't, we will.
Yep.
Miss you, Jodie, my darling. I miss you so much. Good night. Good night, all. Good night, Lisa.
Bye.
Who watched, liked, shared, commented, and so on. Thank you so much. It was so the moment, and it was Tracy's idea, and I'm so glad that she did, because I met two amazing people in the paranormal field, and definitely we will work together, and we'll definitely talk again for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm going to bring us into the background. If you want to stay here in the background, please stay in the background. We'll have a little chat. Yes. But I'm going to bring us in the background if I know how to work this machine, because I don't know how to do it. I'm going to bring us in the background, and then we'll have a wee chat here. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Have a safe week. Have a great week.
Good night.
Good night. Week or weekend? Today's Saturday. Have a great weekend and week. I'm still in Lanzarote time.